Hello! My today's video is going to be about the 90s supermodels. Now, I've done some research as usual in Google, and I watched loads of pictures. So I found there were just several things that were obvious about that decade. They were kind of tall, but they had a fuller forms. They were more feminine. I noticed that today for the models there's a tendency to have teenager body, very thin and very like bony and a childish face. And I think in the 90s the models have more like a feminine 30-year-old woman kind of a face. So okay, let's start. For the foundation I'm gonna apply my Pupa Silk Touch. It's pretty matte, and I also noticed that their skin in the 90s didn't have any shine at all. I think they mattify their skin really much. I'm gonna apply it roughly with my finger, then I will use my brush to blend it. Okay, I'm gonna apply some concealer right here under my eyes. Now I'm gonna powder my face with my MAC powder. I'm just gonna warm up my face with some bronzer. I'm gonna add a little bit more of that dark powder under my cheekbones. And their faces were pretty long. Just remember Cindy Crawford or Claudia Schiffer. So onto the brows. They still did dark brows, but they were pretty thin in the 90s. So this is the brush that I'm gonna use for my brows. I'm gonna use this charcoal brown by MAC. I want to do my brows darker. That's it for the brows. Now I'm gonna use this white matte eyeshadow all over my top lid. I'm gonna use white pencil and I'm gonna create a line under my brow and blend it. So now I'm gonna line my eyes with this black pencil. And I'm gonna thicken the line on my outer corner. Now I'm gonna use this charcoal brown by MAC again, and I'm gonna make this line under my eye, and this line should be very blended, and it should mimic the bottom lashes. And I'm gonna apply same eyeshadow above my crease, and I'm gonna blend it up there to the temples like this. I'm taking some orangey, like brick colored blush, warm colored blush, and I'm gonna add it on top of those brown eyeshadows. I'm gonna apply some gray eyeshadow on my crease. I'm gonna draw my crease like this, and then I'm gonna blend it. Blend it upwards. I think that line that I just created is too gray, so I'm gonna go over it with some black eyeshadow, and I'm gonna create that line, and then I'm gonna connect it to the circuit line like this, and I'm gonna make this circuit even deeper. Now I'm gonna blend it. They did their lips rounded. It was very beautiful when your lips were very full. What I noticed is they drew the corners with a pencil. I know sometimes they made the edges of their mouth a bit darker than their lip shade, and it was also in the 90s that they started doing this, so I'm gonna do this too. I'm gonna take a dark brown pencil and I'm gonna sharpen it. I'm gonna line my lips with it. I forgot about my lashes. Now I'm gonna apply some blush, and I picked a warm color. I'm done with my 90s Supermodel makeup experiment, and also while I was doing pictures I noticed one thing, the way they posed in those years. So the neck should be long, the brows had to be as lifted as possible, everything had to be super feminine. To make their neck longer, they kind of like did this, kind of like this. Weak and relaxed shoulders. Also, they lifted up their brow, like Tara Banks says, smiles, like smile with your eyes. So that's what they did. I noticed that, like.
And looking like this on the sun, and then there's a wind in your hair, and you just stand up like this.
Alright, so thank you, and I'll see you soon.